Hey, how's it going? I'm here with my friend. He's gonna tell me a little bit about his business, how he views the business, the restaurant with the bicycle business. So how did you get this started?
Well, this actually was a hobby. I enjoy riding,
Yes.
and I've been doing it for about 33 years now. So I ride pretty much 5 days a week. Put in a lot of miles.
Yeah.
So, and then I decided, there's time to put the branding iron together because I had the branding iron at the mall.
Yes.
Sunrise Mall in Harlingen also.
Yeah.
So this is a great, area to put the bike shop and the restaurant right here next to the bike trail. So
Yeah, it's very convenient, the restaurant, the bike trail.
yeah,
I see you got a good inventory here.
yeah, we
Of
carry
bikes,
everything from road bikes, mountain bikes, even hybrids, cruisers, and all the accessories that you need for your bike needs.
Yeah.
We get some serious competitors, come in here and buy some high-end bikes. But
Yeah.
then again, we got the startups that want to just start riding on the bike trail.
Yeah.
We do bike rentals here at the bike shop.
Okay.
And also, of course, you can stop by and grab a burger and have a beer. Join, come in after the ride.
Yeah, it sounds. And the trail's right here, so they ride, they stop,
Yeah.
and then come get something to eat.
Mhm.
Let's go on now down this way to the restaurant part.
Sure,
Let's
okay.
check it out. So, this is pretty cool, man. It just, the shop stops here, and then we start the restaurant. And there's a little fusion because you brought the bikes onto the restaurant as
Yeah.
as a decoration, So it's a fusion of both of them together.
Yes.
That's pretty neat,
So
man.
yeah, to me, it was always having the restaurant, the branding iron. Really,
Yeah.
when I first took over the branding iron, since my hobby was cycling,
Yeah.
I wanted to decor the decor of a bike thing.
Yeah.
And this turned out just great.
It is, man. You got all the lights all around and
So-
pictures and.
And there's more we want to do for the restaurant as far as having more cycling.
The theme going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
More memorabilia as far as having more pictures of the people that ride here in the valley, people
Yes.
that ride here with us. We like that. We like to post.
And do you all have a team? Do you sponsor a
Um,
team or you're part of a team?
Well, there's a lot of clubs here in Brownsville now.
Yeah.
When I first started, there was actually one bicycle club, which is called Brownsville Bicycle Club. And then it just started, everybody started doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And there's times where all these clubs get together, like tomorrow there's going to be a big event in Harlingen.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go out there and it's going to be a 100-mile ride, a 62-mile ride. And so that's where all the clubs go out and hang out and do these events.
Okay,
So-
awesome. Well, thank you for having us. Thank you for inviting us, and it's a great location. We'd like to invite everybody to come down here and check it out.
Yeah, we have
Thanks a lot.
great food and cold beer, man. Trust me, it's cold beer. The best part.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm here with Monica today. We're gonna ask her some questions, about what she does to help the community, and she's gonna explain to me a little bit of what she does. So, Monica, explain to me what you do.
Well, good evening. My name is Monica Ureña. I'm a licensed professional counselor for the state of Texas. Basically, what we do is prevention and awareness for the whole community in Cameron County. My specialty in this case is trauma, so I focus a lot on child abuse and neglect in this area. My focus has been in human trafficking and child trafficking. So I work with a lot of different cases from all the way to DA's office, all the way to child support and foster care.
Okay, so child trafficking, is that like a very serious thing? Because we don't hear about it. We live here in the community, we hear it, but we don't know the seriousness because we don't see it. So how serious is it?
Well, it's very seriously because United States, it's one of the top countries in the world for child trafficking and human trafficking. Out of the nation, we're like number 3 in the nation.
And trafficking, but in what sense? What is the purpose? Is it just to bring the child into the U.S. to take to a family, or for other purposes, or
for other purposes. So basically, just in this month, we have about 75 kids just in this month that have been missing from the state of Texas.
Pero missing, like in what way? Like
Missing, like they disappear from their homes, their schools, or from their foster care, or not permanent placement of home. Either different programs that are out there in Texas for children that have been removed for neglect or abuse at their homes by the original caretaker, which is the bio mom or father or grandparents or anybody related to them, and they're placed under a different agency or corporation to take care of it.
and how do you come in place into that? Like if you hear about a case, who tells you about about this certain case or whatever?
Usually I get referrals either from the schools, from different organizations that are involved in all these cases. Also because through the license, anybody can check your license and see if you're in network with their insurance, their programs or associations. And so we have been, blessed all these years to being out there in the community and promote awareness. So a lot of people know about our services, including my services. So that's how I get a lot of referrals through the community for what they have seen or worked through since 2012.
What are the different services that you all provide? If you could tell me.
Okay, so we provide therapy sessions, which is one-to-one individual sessions. We provide group sessions, family interventions. We do outreach, so I also go to the community organizations, law enforcement, school districts, anybody who wants the awareness and promotion of training to basically work on certain project or work with certain population.
Awesome. And what different do you have different locations, or where are those? How can they find you? Where can they reach you?
Okay.
Or something like this.
Most of the times we get calls. The number is 956-203-0017. Once again, 956-203-0017. Also, Moonlight Therapy Center is basically one of the centers that we do consultations for any organization or corporation. And then we also have all these associations, which are counseling centers, where they can refer out to different therapists, including myself.
What if there's a counselor out there that wants to, I guess, join with you? How can they go about doing that, to help out? Is it a volunteer base, or is it paying? How does that?
Well, basically, in order to become a licensed professional counselor, you need a master's degree and you need certain hours of internships and then experience required after that. And then we always have to be, continue with our professional growth and education.
Yeah.
So when it comes to working directly with the client, they have to go through all the process. So for volunteering, it's more for the outreach, helping us, assisting us, and learning from the process. So most of the people that usually volunteer, they're doing internships.
Yes.
They're doing their hours for their bachelor's degree under social worker or psychology, any of those areas for mental health, in order for them to gain more awareness.
Cool. And so you help kids, minors. What is the age group of the people that you help?
Right.
Or is it a whole family, or?
Right now, the populations that we see, they start at age 2, all the way to teenagers, all the way to age 17.
Yes.
And then we see adults all the way to 98 years old. We deal with family interventions, so we do couples and families.
Yes.
We do what is blended families, adoption, fertility concerns or problems within certain couples that are trying to adopt, same gender, different gender.
Yes.
We help anybody that needs it there.
And say there's somebody out there that does need the therapy, or somebody that sees something, do they go direct to you and let you know, like, you know what, I see this family, and Or that's not how it works. They don't go to you to tell you like this family needs the help, or does it work that way? Or
Yes, it works like that because sometimes people are aware about certain problems and they say, you know what, I think it would be beneficial if you call and set up an appointment and for you to get insight of the problem and see if this is helpful for you. So it doesn't have to be necessary through a provider or doctor office or any school district that provide us their referral. Sometimes we have walk-ins, so we have people calling for loved ones, somebody that they care for, and they want to set up an appointment. So anybody basically can give us a call for a consultation or for us to provide them some guidance of where we can guide them to get them resources.
okay, and is there a fee, or is that like, or is it I guess like you just provide something that's provided to the community, like are you a non-profit, or how does that work?
Well, we work through the main insurance. We also work through Medicaid. So we also provide referrals for paying scale, so basically based on the income, to send them to those resources that they need. So we never tell a client, you know, we cannot see you because of this issue, without giving them options.
Okay, yeah, I don't, you know,
Yes.
I wouldn't want somebody to be scared, you know, because you know, there's a lot of people with, you know, no resources or very low incomes, and they might feel like, you know what, I need the help, or my kid needs the help, but we don't have the money, we don't have the insurance to go get that help. So you would still be able to accommodate them and help them, or at least guide them, you know, something like that?
Yeah, so basically we provide them information on where they can find resources. We also do consultations to bring more grants to Cameron County, to this area, especially because we're a low socioeconomic area. And we know there's a lot of need. We're short on mental health professionals, especially within the last 5 years. The cases have been increasing when it comes to the severeness of the trauma for the children. So we're trying to bring more programs, more assistance for the mental health providers in order for them to feel that they can provide the services and be able to help as many clients as they can, even if they're not insurance.
Okay, that sounds great.
Bring in more awareness and promotion to be able to. So basically, Moonlight was created to be the first trauma center, but then eventually we saw that there was a bigger need, you know? So then I continued doing therapy, but the business side was just too much. It was just too much that I needed people to start helping me. So then we became consultation. So we do consultations for trainings, we do consultations for grants, we do consultations for evaluations, things like that. Well, when it comes to the therapy, that's what I do. So the therapy, I represent the therapy, everything, my trauma certifications and everything I do with the clients. But when it comes to Moonlight represents the company, which is basically doing everything outreach that let's say we go, like for example, starting next month, I have trainings for the community and schools. I'm gonna be training their staffs, and that's where I go and present, but Moonlight represents, because it's about training and awareness and outreach. Because it's required that if somebody pays me or something, I needed a company. So that's where the business side came in. And the therapy, I represent the therapy.